Welcome back to a warm embrace, a soft place for the hard parts of being human. This is the final episode in our series on overthinking and mental noise. And today, we're going deeper. Not into the mechanics of spirals, but into the root. Control. Because when I looked honestly at my overthinking, I realized something very uncomfortable. It wasn't about clarity. It was about safety. Overthinking doesn't feel like control when you're inside it. It feels like responsibility. I used to believe I was practicing self-trust. If I prepared for every possible outcome, I'd be steady. If I rehearsed every conversation, I wouldn't be blindsided. If I predicted their reaction, I'd know what to say next. It felt responsible, mature even, prepared. But it was exhausting because there are infinite variables and no one can rehearse them all. Here's the part that changed everything for me. When reality didn't follow my script, my brain panicked. Wait, we didn't prepare for this. And the spiral would begin. Not because I was incapable, but because my control system had been bypassed. The truth is, I wasn't overthinking to solve. I was overthinking to avoid surprise. The biggest realization? My brain was chasing certainty in a world that doesn't guarantee it. Certainty feels safe, while uncertainty feels threatening. So the mind scans, it replays, predicts, plans. But certainty is an illusion, and chasing it endlessly steals capacity from the present moment. Ask yourself gently, when I overthink, am I trying to grow or am I trying to control? If I stopped rehearsing every outcome, what am I afraid would happen? And then another question. Have I survived uncertainty before? Sit with that one for a beat. There's nothing wrong with planning. Planning is grounded. Control is urgent. Planning allows flexibility. Control demands certainty. Planning says, I'll prepare reasonably. Control says, I must eliminate risk. They feel similar, but they carry very different energy. Your nervous system prefers predictability. It equates uncertainty with danger. If you've experienced instability before, that response can be even stronger. But your adult self has evidence now. You've handled things you didn't rehearse. You've adapted. You've weathered storms. Not because you predicted perfectly, but because you responded when needed. And that is self-trust. Self-trust isn't knowing every possible outcome. It's knowing you can meet what comes. It's saying, I don't need to predict everything to be okay. You don't need a perfect script. You just need adaptability. And you already have it. You are safe, not because you've prepared for everything, but because you've survived before. Thank you for listening to A Warm Embrace. Take what lands, leave what doesn't, and be kind to yourself today. I'll see you next week.